Hi everyone, my name is Bryson Shoaf. I'm going to be giving my speech on disposing NIL money and in college sports and in the NCAA. Let's talk about what NIL is first before we get started in this. NIL money is compensation that college athletes can earn for their name, image, and likeliness. That's what NIL stands for. The NCAA adopted a policy allowing NIL in June of 2021. And you may wonder how that actually works, how NIL works. Well, college athletes can earn money through endorsement deals, autographs, and many other opportunities that are thrown their way. Athletes can use NIL to promote brands, including social media, blogging, and podcasting. College athletes, have a lot of opportunities now with NIL and many ways to earn money. And my opinion here, college athletes should do away with NIL deals because it creates an imbalance of playing field, the distractions it can cause, and student behavior is affected too by NIL. Picture a college sports world where athletes are celebrated for their skills, not their bank accounts. The intro to NIL has changed the game quite a bit, I would say, but I believe we should do away with this system. Eliminating NIL money is crucial for maintaining integrity of college athletics. Allowing athletes to focus on education, teamwork, and fair competition other than focusing on NIL. In this speech, I'm going to explain why returning to a system that prioritizes these core values is essential for the future of college sports. As we explore why NIL should be terminated, it's important to consider how they create an imbalance of the playing field. What this means is some schools don't have the financial resources to offer potential recruits, which gives them an unfair advantage over schools and states that NIL is bigger, according to FanArc. I've been on ESPN, and recently, in this realm of imbalanced playing field, a coach came out saying, just being brutally honest, that his team's not going to have the highest, most talented players because their NIL at that school, their financial state is not like other schools that can pay players and that have more NIL opportunities, so they're not going to get the highest recruits, which is unfair if you think about it, because these bigger schools that have more NIL money, they're going to get the better players, and then they're going to be a better squad overall, which really tears up the imbalance of the playing field. That's just a big concern, and that's honestly ruining the sport, because if you have more teams that have all the talent because of NIL, that could create worse games, more blowouts, and not equal level of talent. While the imbalance created by NIL is a major concern, it's also to address how these financial opportunities may distract athletes, because NIL can cause big distractions within student athletes. And one reason is managing NIL deals can take significant time away from training and studying for academics. Athletes may find themselves spending hours negotiating contracts or attending promotional events or managing their social media accounts instead of focusing on what they actually came there for, which is training and getting better at their sport so they can be the best that they can be when it comes game day. And NIL can kind of shift their attention away from that, which is what's most important, is bettering yourself in your sport, and of course academic, which is really important, and studying and stuff. It could take time away from that, and they want to keep up with their academic responsibilities. Another thing is NIL can negatively affect an athlete's behavior big time, because it can put a lot of extra pressure and stress on them to perform if they have NIL deals. Because if you ain't performing and you're not gonna get them brand deals, and this can lead to a lot of stress or even poor decisions if they're not careful. Plus, some might get tempted to focus more on their brand than the actual sport they're playing, which is not good. There's also a risk of they could possibly make impulsive financial decisions, and they can get caught. It may be involved with the wrong people if they have a lot of money. They're spending the money on things they shouldn't. Not going to go much into that, but you know what I'm saying. They can be spending money on things that don't need to be bought or used. And that just, having a lot of money can make your head, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to be making good decisions with all that money, especially because they're still kids at the end of the day. And when you have all that money at that age, it can be dangerous. Another thing is the transfer portal. NIL that's kind of came along with NIL, people going to different schools where there's more NIL, and that's just created a chaos, because people usually like to watch college sports more than NBA and NFL and the professional sports because there's not money involved, and you just feel like it's a better, more loyal, and they play harder because there's not money involved. But now college is not much different than professional with all the money that's involved now. Excuse me. In conclusion, colleges should do away with NIL deals because of the imbalance of the playing field, distractions it can cause, and student-athletes' behavior. Getting rid of it will ensure fairness in college athletics. It creates financial disparities that favor larger programs and distracts athletes from the primary focus on training and academics. I think eliminating NIL would promote a more equitable environment where all athletes will thrive without pressures of endorsements. That's it for today, and I hope NIL will be terminated or, cut back a lot. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you later.